I graduated from Chicago Police Academy in 1992. Let me let y'all all know, and I'm very serious about this. These people are scared of us. They are scared of us for no reason, only because we are black. I put my career on the line to be out here with y'all because I am fed up. Fed up with all this stuff that's going on in New York, going on in Cleveland, going on especially here in Chicago, on the south side and the west side. You don't hear about none of this stuff that's happening down here in the water tower on the north side because they got police protection. They're saturated with police. They're trying to do something to make sure the businesses and everybody spend money out here and everything is all good. But when the dope boy on the corner on Madison and Pulaski, where I'm from, ain't nobody there. They see him plain as they selling drugs. That can be stopped. The guns coming into Chicago, that stuff can be stopped. I've been on task force. I done worked with the FBI. I done been with the DEA. And I know what's going on in this country, in this city, in this state. And we can stop it if we make these people accountable. Go to your CAPS meetings. Make your police commanders accountable. They'll listen to you if you come in force. But we cannot sit behind our closed doors, close our blinds, and let the things that's happening on the outside say it don't affect me. Because sooner or later, it's going to be coming at your front door. I promise you, it's going to be at your front door. So let's take, first thing, our accountability is going to start and needs to start at home with our own selves and with our own children and let them know. We already behind the 8-ball. They're afraid. Trust me. They are scared. And the only reason they do the things they do because they have the law behind their backs and they got a badge and a gun. And it makes them tough. But once they take them off, a lot of them are some cowards. Cowards. Trust me. I'm there every day. And I sing that for over 20 years. So let's start with ourselves and look in the mirror. And let that reflection of us become a reality and make it a positive reality for ourselves and our children and our community.
It's not about Black Lives Mattering to the exclusion of anybody else's life. This is not about saying that Black life is somehow better than anybody else's life. But it is no worse than anybody else's life. We have the same entitlements as fully vested citizens of this country as everybody else. And what we are asking, demanding, is that we be treated as such. Another issue, a larger context for this, is police accountability.
Yes, absolutely.
It should scare everybody, not just black folks, not just black men, not just black women. It should scare everybody that you have instances across the country of police shooting, killing, and choking folks and not being held to account. This is not a black issue. This is an issue of social order. Please, let's stay active. Let's be vigilant. Let's be intelligent. Let's be articulate about this. The police are not making a distinction. They're not asking you if you have a degree, if you pledge. They don't care.
And actually, I'm going to start with a question. Was anybody really surprised when the grand jury decided not to indict? No. Think about that. Why doesn't that surprise you? It should surprise you. It should surprise you. The reason it doesn't, if you think about it, because it's happened time and time and time and time again, and we've accepted it. We've accepted it. We've said, I'm not surprised. Right. Here's what I promise you, and I don't want to make this a black and white thing, but if it was a black cop that killed a white unarmed man, choked him in an illegal chokehold, an illegal chokehold on video, indictment, for sure. Who would be surprised if there was no indictment in that case? Everyone would be surprised. We should not be surprised by this. Okay, so what do we have to do about it? We have to get out and vote. We have to understand what we're voting for and call our congressmen, call our representatives, and tell them this is what you expect. Our mayor. And if you're not going to give it to us, expect to be out of a job. That's what we need to do. Now, I know some would argue and say, oh, voting doesn't matter. Give it a try. I'll say give it a try.
Since it doesn't matter.
If it doesn't matter, you don't have anything to lose. Give it a try. I think politicians care about their jobs. And if you tell them your job is on the line, if you're not looking out for my interests, what's in my best interest, they will make a difference. It will make a difference.
Be fearless and never go silent. Never go silent. We're not going to act today and be silent tomorrow. You got to act tomorrow and act the next day.
You got it.
And you have to make sure that our children understand the movement.
This can't be about hashtags, pictures on Facebook, etc. This is a serious issue. Police are killing people and not being held to account. And these are our employees. We can do more than march. We can do more than talk. We can do more than hashtag. We can vote.
Amen.
We can make sure that we know who's running for office before just blindly casting a vote based on a party label. We can attend meetings, forums, we can email, we can make sure that the people we are voting for represent our interests.
They talk about voting. We need to run for positions.
Absolutely.
There's enough of us here to hold positions. We're voting for people that don't look like us. So you can't think like us. So everybody here has the opportunity to run for a position. That's where you make the difference. Today was the start. But you got to get in the village to change the village. You can't change it from the outside. You have to be one of the people that makes the difference. So don't just vote. Put your name on the ballot. Help somebody else put their name on the ballot.
I'm 72 years old, and I've seen this for a number of years, in the 60s. Okay, so this is nothing new. But the congressmen, the senators, yeah, but these people that depend on you to spend money,
You got it.
if you don't deal with them and let them know that you're unhappy about what's happening, then it's going to continue.
You got it.
I looked at Charles Barkley's crazy stuff, and he's way out of line because he's not in touch with the things that we are accustomed to dealing with.
Yes, sir.
He's privileged.
Yes,
Very
sir.
privileged.
Okay? Yes, sir.
Turner Entertainment should hear from each of us. I sent a letter. Turner Entertainment should hear from each and every one of you and all of your friends to let them know that Charles Barkley was out of line and we don't like it. But I've been there. The 60s weren't happy. They weren't a happy time. Politics is local. It's local. Don't look in Washington for answers. You live in Chicago. We have an election coming up. Get involved. If you have a candidate that you want, get on the ground floor. Get signatures. This stuff doesn't happen randomly, okay? There's a power establishment. Support black businesses.
That's right.
You're at Christmas time, right? You're going to spend a lot of money. Spend it with yourself, okay? That's how you let the corporations know. That's how you let the folks that reside in the water tower know that you're serious.
Yep.
Hurt them in the pocketbook. Hurt them at the ballot box.
Blood on the leaves. And blood at the root. Like bodies winging in the southern breeze. Shame.